Here we are, once again, for the continuing exploits of a slightly inebriated F1 driver. It can happen, it happens to the best of us. It shouldn't happen in Formula 1, but it does sometimes. That's slightly unique. So there we go. Anyway, last round I was in Baku. I had a little bit of bother. I had to use some flashbacks, which I'm not proud of, obviously, but it had to be done. I'd been on the source, and Austria, there's less things to hit in Austria, so on paper this should be more comfortable, hopefully. I'm more familiar with this track. Obviously, Baku was the new one for this particular iteration of the game. So yeah, Austria. I remember being vaguely hot on Austria. So hopefully I can hold it together. That'd be lovely. No one would have to rip their dick off. That'd be nice. Here we are in apparent reality, the 12 frames per second trailer for the Haas drivers. No, hang on a second. Have they fixed that with a patch? They have, you know. This game was patched today, and they fixed the frame rate on this pointless section of the game. I'm delighted about that. It wasn't in the patch notes, but oh my. Look at this. You haven't got to throw up every time you're sitting in this chair anymore. Well, they've real strides forward. That's perked me right up, and I'm ready for some practice in that regard. Let's go to practice one. I might have made you sick by just panning back and forth like that. I'm sorry if that's the case. But anyway. Let's have a bit of practice. What I normally do in practice is fixate on one of the different disciplines and then run out of time to do all of the others. And I can't be bothered to do more than one practice session because this is PlayStation and I'm not a Formula 1 driver. But it's pissing it down. That fills me with dread. Excellent news. Fuck off, Lewis. Right. Track acclimatization. Let's have a little pop at this. See how we get on. Bit of a baptism of fire, if I'm honest. Let's have some grip, please. That'd be nice. I mean, I'd have stayed in. Right. No, that's not pretty. There we go. This will improve things, I promise. Ugh, there's not much grip. I'm not gonna lie. And this is why I'm getting these greens, is because I'm tiptoeing rather than gunning it. And the game can tell and isn't happy with me about that. So well, we can do better than that, and shall. Oh, it's fucking raining, Ash. You damn right, son. This is horrible. I think if I just get greens and purples, then I'll be alright. I'll be happy with that. And forget about the reds. Oh, it's this one. It's like, when do you stop? That seems alright. Yeah. This is a terrible car, and in the dry I can take the piss, cut some corners, the ones you know you can cut without it penalising you, and so on. But in the rain, you can forget it. Poiple, poiple, poiple. No, mate. I just wish that I had the sort of skills and aplomb of, you know, perhaps a professional YouTuber with the ABS off and, you know. But no, sadly, my wheel is attached to my sister's old dressing table, so that gives you some sort of idea of where we are professionally. That was better though. We got another one. Come on, Death, maintain. Like it. Heading up the hill. This is the one that I struggle with in this weather. And there it was proven. Probably not worth finishing this lap now because I've fucked that. So let's head back to the garage and choose something else and try and get some more R&D points. It's gone failed. That's disappointing. Well, tyre management should be reasonably simple because it's shiting it down. So let's give that a go. So if you're not familiar with this game, then there are various challenges in practice mode, and this is one of them. This is tyre wear, so it gives you a target time, and you need to finish within that time whilst trying to preserve the tyres as best you can. And I think it's probably the most difficult of all of them. Not easy. Now this is free practice 1, so I've got one shot quali on, but this is the practice session that lets me earn points to improve the car. It's all looking rosy at the minute. Particularly difficult on Monaco. On the intermediates. It was raining when I did Monaco, and you go into the tunnel and it's the tyres just fly down towards the red because there's no water in there. Yep, this is the RPG elements, buddy. This is the grind. What you're seeing right here is the grind. And it's not paying off because I'm below my target sector. And can I chuck it around this bend and get back in? I don't think I can. Maybe, 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 maybe. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Yeah! Oh, that was tight. But we got it. We got it. I think that was thousandths of seconds there. But it happened all the same. Yeah, I think it's kind of drying a little, and that's what's kind of screwing the tyres up. We actually need it to rain a little bit more, because I have to ease off to get the tyres back into the purple, and then I'm not on the time. We've just learned that I'm slow in this second sector here. I'll try and get a little bit more going here, but I feel like I'm kind of drifting almost. It's not the best. Oh dear. No, we're alright. Again, we've drifted out of that qualifying time. And I don't think I've got enough this time round. No, I haven't. It's going to be a red. And that's a shame. It's tricky, isn't it? Because I don't think I went any slower there, really. Come now, Wendy. Let's jump the hilly brush. Nowhere near that time this time. Time. There's no drinking straight on this track either. That's the real problem here. We're back into the green though. Tri-hub mode engaged. Faster around there this time. I think we're gonna make, yeah, we're alright this time round. Snuck it in the green. Weren't pretty though. Last one. And then we can actually go for a quality style lap for some more points there, which would be nice. Come on, little Haas. I really hope that the race itself is dry, because I'm fairly solid around at least the first and third sectors in this one. So you earn the points. They're research and development points, and then you can spend those on various upgrades to the car, like engine upgrades, aerodynamics, and so on. And it actually allows you to take your team higher up the rankings. So there's a sort of hierarchy of how good the teams are, and you can improve your team and get them to the stage where they're better than another. So on paper, it should be possible to get your team up to the top of the leaderboards, but to actually do that, the problem is all of the other teams are earning points as well. And from my experience, it's kind of a case of, yeah, this has not gone well. This has not gone well. I need more points. So yeah, you can spend the points on the car to improve the car, improve the team. But you got to drive better than I am if that's going to happen. Really could have done without the rain. What we got here then? So I'm not worrying about tyres or anything like that anymore. And it's deep. So the first lap tends to be quite lenient, so on paper I could possibly recover here, but it's difficult. Back into the green time, as I said, it's going easy on me for this first sector. Oh, good lord. It's even tougher now, I'm finding, because it's drying out. Miss out on that one. Suddenly in a position now where these tyres really aren't the right ones, but I haven't got enough power. Good night, Schley. Let's have another pop at this. It's dry and all is well. We're on the purples. Time to go racing. We've got DRS available. Everything's coming up Millhouse, hopefully. Alright. Gone deep. Well, doesn't look like I'm going to hit this. That's more like it. Could have done without this joker in front of us, if I'm honest. Not quite enough. It's not really happening for me in the old practice. It might be just time to go to P2 and be done with it. No, it certainly is now. Alright then. That's a sorry showing. It's not gone well.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of
It's
the
not
top
a bad
three.
fastest lap.
Raikkonen, Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel.
Not pretty. Alright, practice 2. Let's improve things now. It's dry. I promise you the problem was the rain before. Alright, let's have it. Come on. Alright, that's more like it. It's a solid little start. I didn't like that though. That's fine. Sort of teammate. Here he is. Poncing about. That's fine. It's a solid lap. We got lots of point balls. And we're up a little bit on that one. 30. That's good. Not quite. Back to the garage with us though. That's fine. It's better than a fail. Let's put it that way. Let's do some management. Alright, let's have it. We're in the green and we're in the purple, if you know what I mean. So too early. Not the best around there. Alright, we got that one. Only because of that last bend though, really, to be honest. Some sort of Falonzo in front of us. Cheeky joker. Oh dear. Oh well. But that weren't pretty, was it? Let's be honest. Not that one then. Nah. Come now. Come, Wendy. Deep again. Well, this one needs to be a stonker, otherwise I've completely failed this. I don't know that I'm quick enough in general to do what the game wants here. Yeah, not got the beans. Well, it's time to try and put a quali lap in, but I can't pretend that I was saving the tyres before. I was just trying to go fast, and I just didn't have the pace. I'm playing on expert, and that's why it's asking so much of me. I'm not an expert, but I really enjoy the challenge. I have some assists on, like traction control, so I try and make up for that fact with hardcore racing, and yeah. It's a difficult balance to get right when you're doing the career mode on this, I think. But what it means is that, you know, if I can't perform in these practices like this, then the Haas team just drop further and further down the field, and it becomes more and more difficult. It's just realism, you know, it's a sim. It's supposed to be like this. Very much enjoy these practice sessions. It's tricky. Well, I think it's time to bite the bullet and just race the damn thing, because I'm not going anywhere with this. let's go and do that.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three. Vettel, Raikkonen and Lewis Hamilton. That's it for practice then. We'll see you again soon.
Right. Nothing I've done has suggested anything other than back of the grid here, so let's go for the old Miracle Man. That'd be lovely.
Hi, just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
10th. Pretty harsh. I don't know why you think I can accomplish that. Here we go though. Come on. Spirit of House Cat. Bottlenose Dolphin. Come on. Come on.
Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon where qualifying is about to start here in Austria. So sit back and enjoy the afternoon session.
Right. Cheers, Crofty. Let's have it. No, it's not bad, you know. I'll take that. That wasn't bad at all. You gotta give me that one. You gotta give me that one, buddies. 7th. There was nothing to suggest that I was capable of that.
Is all set then
We'll
for the
take
race
that all day
tomorrow.
long.
But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Raikkonen,
Oh,
Hamilton,
7/10
and Nico
off.
Rosberg. The
Kimi
grid is
gets
set then,
first.
so that just
Little
leaves
bit
the race
strange.
itself. Join us tomorrow.
Not a lot in
where
it, of
we'll
course,
be
but-
live with all the action. And until then, it's
Yeah.
goodbye.
There's Roman. He's a good half a second down. Well, let's pray for dry, because you saw me in the rain and that's not what you want. It really isn't. Yeah. Sort me out. Alright. What do you want, wench?
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
8th. You having a giraffe? Alright then. It's Anthony Davidson. Hero of the hour. Alright, let's be having you. Oh. Shaking it off.
Austria, traditional home of many great things. Apple strudel, Mozart, Niki Lauda. Oh, and of course, one of the finest high-speed racetracks on the planet. We're right in the thick of the season now, and the
Crofty likes strudel. I can't blame him.
If there's any race that stands to rip up the form book, it's this one. The Red Bull Ring then, 700 metres above sea level. This tough circuit may only have 9 corners, but they're fast and they're bumpy. It's a true test for any racing driver. We have 2 DRS zones, and watch out for overtakes into turn 2, as the uphill entry helps those trying to be the last of the late breakers.
Nah, man, this is a strictly offline affair, but I've got the AI on expert, so
what is quite an unusual racetrack,
terrifying.
Yeah, it's quite an odd layout around here. The thing about Austria is that it's a harder circuit to master than what really meets the eye. On top of that, it's a
so much harder than last year's game. That's the thing about it.
End up being punished, and it's very easy
I'm in no fit state
and lose a huge chunk of
to
time.
play online.
Luckily, because it's such a short circuit, though, you have plenty of opportunities to perfect the lap.
Got to appreciate all this.
Leading this team recently, a couple more good results, and you'll be the number 1.
Yeah, I want to be the number 1.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen, a Haas, Bottas, Massa and Fernando Alonso, Button, Kvyat, Romain Grosjean and Hülkenberg, Perez, Ericsson, Pascal Wehrlein and Rio Haryanto, Sainz and Nasser, Kevin Magnussen and Jolyon Palmer rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Right, I'm terrible at looking after my tyres, so I think I would be better off 2-stopping. It's 9 seconds slower, but if I drive really fast, then that won't matter. So that's what I'm going to go for. Let's do it. Come on now. Warming up the tyres, come on! Using the wheel like a 2-year-old. That's what it's all about. Right. What can we do here? In a shit car. Let's have it. Carnage will ensue. No. Come on. Fifth. Up to fifth. Got the power down. Might have a little shot at him. Yeah, I've got him. I've got him. Don't fancy Raikkonen as well, though. There we go. It's a good run out of this bend, though. Might get Raikkonen here. Yeah, I've done. Oh, good lord, he's gone deep. Oh, no. I can't deal with that. Jesus. Get back here and make love to my wife. The Mercs are having a bit of a fight, and that's good news because they're so much faster than everyone else. They're not getting away because of it, so clear Raikkonen though. Now's not the time. Good run off of here, maybe. Yeah, not bad. It's not bad. A little bit far back. I'm gonna have a go at him. Gonna have a go at him. Oh, it's deep. Okay. Well, that didn't quite pay off. But we've held position. I'll have a go here. Yeah, turn in now, motherfucker. Yeah, you love it, you onion. Onwards. Right. Time to chase down the Mercs. A bit deep there. Not what I needed. Oh, he spun me! Oh, good lord. I've held the pack up. The game didn't like it. I think I've got away with no damage. Wow. Well, that was something. Wait till I get on the straight and find out if my car's okay. Jesus. I know I was going a little slow, but there's no need to poleaxe me, to be honest. Massa's still here. Everything's looking rosy, to be honest. The whole pack's miles back now. It kind of changes the whole feel of the race. Let's have a look and see if everything's okay. Yeah, it is. I got away with no damage there. That's an incredible move, though, from Raikkonen. This absolutely wasn't on. I know I was slower, but hey, Zeus. All right, Massa's looking a bit tasty. I'm 4 of 18. I've just remembered that I'm two-stopping this. I'm supposed to be going very, very fast. Yeah, that's the grass. Yeah, like graphically it's lovely, but on certain tracks you get a great deal of screen tear, and that's the real problem. So it looks awesome, like, don't get me wrong, it looks awesome, but on some of the street circuits and stuff with buildings in the background, you get a hell of a lot of VSync issues and screen tear, which is a problem. It looks really nice apart from that. Right, that was the first of our 2 stops. Hopping out in... Oh, good lord. Get out of it! Get out of the way! I will not relent. Great. Wow. Oh. Okay. This is what is known as a flashback. I'm going to use it now because I blame the AI entirely for that. So let's use it now. There we go. He's still having a go, bless him, but no, we've got away with it. Yeah, I don't like using those because obviously it's cheating. That's what it is, but it's infuriating enough, this game, if you get it wrong. And if the AI just screws you like that, then it's nice to have something in your back pocket. Right. So we're 17th. Everyone's obviously got to make another stop. But they might only be making one, so we're going to actually have to try and pass people on track because we're making 2 stops. Most people won't do that. The benefit of that is that we're going to be very fast, our tyres won't degrade. And so we should be able to catch them on track despite the fact that they only have to stop lights. Yeah, they've made massive improvements to the ambience and stuff this season, and yeah, the crowd. If you make an overtake in front of the stands, then the crowd go mental, which is nice. It's realistic as well because they'll do that. The thing about this game though is the speed of it. It just feels faster than any racing game I've ever played, and that makes it exciting. Even if you're not a fan of the sport, it's just so quick. So you can see, because we're on the fresh purple tyres, they're the ultra soft, the very softest we can have. We're closing in on these AI cars that haven't pitted yet. They can't compete. They haven't got the grip we do through the bends, pulling away comfortably from NASA, who tried to murder us recently. And closing in on the halfway stage, we're putting in purple sectors. And we need to as well, because we're going to have to stop again. So they're stopping once and they haven't yet. We got to stop again as well. Closing in on Harrianto. I'm not sure how he's up 16th, but that's fine. Good run out of that one. 13.0. It's our best lap so far. Someone's just come out of the pits. Several people in the pits, so we're up to 12. They're having a right fight here, so that should help us. Ooh. as I said, these guys have still got a pit, but I do as well. Obviously, I haven't got to worry about my tyres like they do. So I can sneak through here. I suspect they'll be pitting this lap, to be honest, so I should probably not risk it. Yeah, they're both going in. Through we go. We've got Vettel behind us now. This car is much faster than ours. I've gone wide because I'm in the presence of greatness and slightly concerned about it. We're up to 6th because of the pit stops. Purple first sector. Got all the big guns behind us now. So we're halfway through the race. We're going to hold on these tyres for a few more laps and then come in for some super softs, the red wall tyre. And they should do a 6 or 7 at high speed, so it's just kind of a case of trying to catch up anyone we can, and it's Hamilton in front of us at this point. He's just put a fastest lap in. Ooh. I'm absolutely gunning it. This is all I've got at this point. That's my fastest lap at 12.4. It's nowhere near the fastest lap of the race because my car's a piece of shit. But we're holding Vettel at bay. Hopefully we can catch Hulkenberg. And this is really all we can do at this point. I've just got to push and push and push. I'm not fighting Vettel really because he's already stopped and I won't catch him before the end of the race. Got to stop again. His tyres should degrade. He's on a worse compound than me. Could have done without that though. Just about got the power down before the AI decided to try and screw me over. I'm holding him up. It's fine by me. He's having a look. I'm going to let him go. Ooh. Didn't really have much choice there. But I can have a little go at him here though. Yes. Yes. How'd that work out for you, Sebastian? Oh dear. So it might be time to pit. Oh good lord. Oh dear. Something's really happened. That's hugely unfortunate. Really have run out of tyres to a degree here. So I'm going to come in next lap. Lost a couple of positions and a bit of wing there. I think I'll be okay. But unfortunately, I could have been a lot further ahead at this point. How about box? Yeah, box. Right, I'm taking this into my own hands. I'm coming in. So I'm really struggling. Put me on the yellows. Or the reds. The reds is fine. It's the reds. Right. Head out on lap 13. We're 17th. Not the best. No one has to stop again. So we're just going to have to chase some of these boys down now. Try and get some points. 5 laps to do it. 1 ring to rule them all, etc, etc. And go rich mix. Time to do some overtaking. On the straights as well, buddy. It's what is known as a drinking straight. Bit deep. Balls deep. Oh, good lord. I've run out of talent is what I've done. Just not catching them. The thing is, with the pit strategy that I chose, it's you have to race well. And if you do, then you can make up the difference from the fact that you have to pit twice. And I just haven't done that. And they're going to finish low down in the order because of it. And absolutely deserve to. I mean, this is a manor that I'm trying to chase down. It's the worst car in the game. Three laps to go. Oh my god. So I guess the moral of this story is don't two-stop this race. Everyone else one-stopped it and ended up 16th. So what can you say? That's what happened.
So I'm happy with how today went, but I'm sure you gave it your best. Better luck next time.
I had some misfortune during that race,
Brilliant
but
stuff from Mercedes today. That's
Either
another
way,
historic. So as I
that's
say
what
that,
happened.
we can see the drivers come. And now let's take a look at the drivers.
I will be right back.
It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'm going to say Carlos Sainz. It was probably one of his best drives this season, and I was thoroughly impressed.
On to the constructors then. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Well, it's not gone well there at all. It's unfortunate. But it was enough of my rivalry. Team don't like it though. Yeah. Could be worse. I think it's time to do something that's a bit of a palate cleanser, a little bit more fun than what I was just doing. It's also probably time for a little bit more wine. Precious Rosé. Yeah, it depends what you want from your racing game, to be honest. This iteration is more hardcore than last year's one, but there's still enough in terms of assists and stuff that it can just be fun and kind of arcadey rather than hardcore. Yeah, I mean, I think that, to be honest, the best all-round racer on the PlayStation at the moment is probably Project Cars, and you can pick that up for very little money at the moment. One of the problems I had with it was that it's got very little direction, so it kind of leaves you to it and just says sort of go and drive kind of thing. Drive Club is very arcadey. It feels very different because of the 30 frames thing. This is the best racing game on the console, but it depends what you're after, to a degree. I was kind of hoping Assetto Corsa, which has just come out, I thought that might be the one that kind of straddles the line, but it isn't. It's reviewed poorly and it lacks content, so not the best. But yeah, this is one of my favourite games in years, but you know how much I like racing games, so you know, take that with a pinch of salt, I suppose. The thing with this is that you got to be kind of bold, and I'll probably display this here, hopefully with skill rather than reckless abandon, because this is kind of my track. But yeah, it's unforgiving, this game. But if you've got patience, then it's the best one. If you're kind of looking for a halfway house, then Drive Club is the arcadey version, F1's the simmy version, and Project Cars sits in the middle.
Bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2. We're getting a good run out of Jun Sao into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. As the drivers complete their preparations down below us on the grid, one man... So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday...
Here we go. Get back here, Lewis. Oh, yes. Deal with that. So this gives you some sort of idea of the difference between a good car and a bad car. This isn't the best car. It's like the 4th, 5th best car. But the other one was just one of the worst, and it was a bit of a handful accordingly. Hamilton fancies a fight. Fine by me. Not the best. I've been a bit slapdash these last couple of laps. No! Wow. Well, that's something. Yeah, they do eventually get tired, but it used to be better because I used to play a lot of guitar, so it wasn't that much of a problem. But now, yeah, I do get a bit fatigued after a while. That was a mixture of his fault and mine, that spin. It's cost both of us the race. Time to do some overtaking.
To the car, it is 2 seconds. We need to pit in this lap. Nice race. That was a hard stop. That should keep distance.
You too, buddy. Take it easy.
This is going to the inside seconds now. The gap to the car behind is 0. teammate is 12.2 seconds.
Pardon me. No. It was always going to be happening. I absolutely deserved that.
To the
Oh,
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I think the
so that's the difference between this game and other racing
Wind,
games is I'm pleased with
temperature,
that.
you name it.
I finished
These
7th
cars
and I'm
come alive when the
delighted.
tyres are just at the right
And there aren't
temperature.
really any other
So the more
racing games
easily
where
you
that
can
would
keep
be the
them there,
case.
the better your race tends
So,
to go.
there we
That's
go.
exactly what happened.
Well, I'm thoroughly...
Just-
the excitement of that race.
Yeah, it's time
but I'm
for something
sure
else.
it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it
One
up there,
moment I
and
shall
it's
return.
Great to see them.